Hello YouTube, hello Twitch, and some more Hearthstone content. This is a deck that I think a lot of people had on their radar as being a really strong deck, tier 1 deck, and I kept saying I don't think this is going to work. And from what we've seen for the opening 3 days, by the way, the deck is this Miracle Paladin deck with lynessa and a bunch of coins and holy spells. From what we've seen from the opening 3 days, this deck has about a 42% win rate and isn't doing particularly well, so I had some reservations over it. This is my list, and I will say this is my list that I made before the expansion actually released. I've not modified it in any way, mainly because I've looked at other people's lists, and as I said, it has a 42% win rate, so I don't think necessarily other people's lists are much better than this one. The name of the game basically for this deck is to get lynessa, use a bunch of the coin generating cards from Rogue, and just go infinite. Draw your entire deck via cheap spells that go off 2 times, and then just OTK your opponent via using O managers, via the Holy Glow Sticks. What else is there? There's something else in there as well, I'm sure. But that is kind of the idea. Now, this version of the deck isn't quite as combo-y, I think, as other people run. And I did mention this, that some people do run, like, Hammer of Wrath. I nearly called it Holy Hammer. Hammer of Wrath, because if you discount it, you can get it to be below 2 cost, and lynessa will cast it 2 times. I've taken out the deck. I think you can't lean too much into that combo. I think it's fine that you have like 20 odd damage in the Holy combo, but then you need some sort of like zoo-like beginning. Hence why I've got stuff like Righteous Protector in there. I've got Slitherspear in there as well. We're planning to cast a lot of spells, lots of coins. That might be just an OTK. That's our mana worm for this deck. I've also got Instrument Tech in there because I think it's actually going to be very important to draw the Metal Detector so that we can generate coins and trade with early game minions. In terms of slight oddities in this deck, you may notice I have 1 Kobold Miner in the deck. I was kind of stuck for the 30th card, and actually I nearly put Hammer of Wrath in the deck. I decided though to put an Excavated Treasure in the deck because the first Excavated Treasure will cost less than 2. Most of them are spells, not all but most. And one of them in particular, which is the pouch full of coins, is so good to get cast with lynessa. I think it's worth running just a Kobold Miner in there. And don't worry about the rest of the Excavate package. I don't want to go to 2. There's nothing really in the 2 category that really does it for me. And definitely not in the 3 or the 4 category as well. So that is one of the things. The other thing I've got in here is Gorgon Zormu, that generates a 2-cost spell, which is also pretty good with lynessa. And I'd say the other slight oddity about this deck is that I have Knick Knack Shack in here as a one-off. The idea is if I can generate all of these coins, eventually Knick Knack Shack, the curve of my deck is so low, I think I could draw through a lot of my deck, if not all my deck, with the location. And I say all of my deck, I do mean, you know, 4 times, I suppose, I can draw some more cards, but that plus the other drawing cards in here, maybe I can get through here, you know, Hand of Adal. Other cards I'm not running that I think other people were running. I've not got Flash of Light in my deck. I checked on HS Replay just out of interest because I didn't think this card was good enough to put in the list. And I believe its play win rate right now for this card is like 30%, so that kind of goes to show the quality of this card. Yeah, and then the other thing, in case you're not aware of how this deck works, Grillmaster can tutor for both lynessa and a cheap spell, ideally in the form of Divine Brew. Possibly will hit the Slitherspear, which is good. Maybe hits the Righteous Protector, also fine. Anyway, I don't know how this is going to go. I haven't practiced this, so the aim of the game here, and that will be the aim of the game for the next few episodes, based on some of the decks you might be able to see on this page right now. The name of the game here is to win a game. If I can win one, we'll call it reasonable success. I could see this going 0-7 though. The meta's still not quite settled yet. There's so much deck variety you can do about things. But I will say the Demon Hunter Pirates, what I'm going to assume is Taunt Warrior, and the who's the other deck? Pain Warlock, all seem really strong right now. I might keep this hand as well, although I should probably go for the... That's great. I'll keep it. I think I should probably have been going for the Grill Masters. I should also not burn the coin. The coin is really important for lynessa. Now, I will say, when the big wall of taunt comes up, we kind of lose, so I need to do some damage to my opponent before then. Like, they have to be below 30 health for me to kill them. We have the puzzle piece. I have no draw, though, right now. Okay, it's draw a card for Lynessa. I actually didn't anticipate that being another outcome, but that's actually not bad in this matchup. The next question is, do I just go for it next turn? I think the answer to that is now no because of Metal Detector. But I think the turn afterwards, I have to go for it.
Do you have this in a bigger size?
I also should probably just hit the face. Yeah, I definitely should have hit the face there. Why did I trade? I like to play the mid-rangey long game decks. Alright, here we go.
My hand is totally full.
Great mill for me.
The sun shines for me.
We should probably draw next. So that's most of my draw, except for Grill Master.
I have little time.
I didn't realize I had the charging bird. My bad. Anyway, if this board doesn't stick, we lose. To be fair, I definitely want to Divine Shield on Lynessa just to have a chance of keeping it up. That's kind of the name of the game, but I didn't quite get enough draw on it. Which again, it's going to be the balancing act between getting the combo off and, you know, getting a lot of value. I can't wait versus that deck. I would just lose.
Off the top rope!
Not what I was expecting. Lynessa lived. Lynessa died first. Oh my god, it won the brawl. That is so disheartening. Alright, my last chance is 2 Slitherspears. Alright. To be fair, that is like the worst matchup for me. I went into a control deck. I was like an aggro aggro combo deck, I suppose. And then low roll the brawl. I think one thing this potentially actually shows is maybe it is worth having 2 knick-knack shacks in the deck, because I did run out of cards there. And there's stuff that I would remove for it, maybe. Like, I don't super think I need 2 mining casualties. Again, that's kind of in the deck to survive.
I fight in the name of honor.
Another warrior, you say? I'll actually keep this. Not my favourite hand, by any stretch of the imagination. There's some nice things about it, though. My turn 1's always going to be pretty bad anyway. I really only want to be playing Protector, maybe Slitherspear. Uh-oh. That's alarming. Okay. My opponent has suitably scared me. So this is probably to discount Unkilliax, right? Which is a real problem for me, because again, I can't really deal with Unkilliax with this deck, so... Oh, they're running the Verse package. The Rift package, even. I've already shown the Rift package. Not good for that deck.
It's time to raise the stakes. Yeah, to battle. There's always room for dessert.
Don't do it. Good.
I'll smoke ya.
We should play... Hang on a minute. Yeah, we should definitely play Slitherspear as well. Alright, I think next turn, again, we just go for it. Just send it. I don't have draw in my hand right now, but... It's approaching, they're going to play Ziliax, and they just lose. Well, we lose. I guess the alternate way is to get Delicious Cheese Supercast, but I don't think that is going to be a win con for me.
Prophet, guide me.
Ready for a raven.
Okay, hang on a minute. There is a small world where we get out of this. Because they have now burnt their big AoE cards. And maybe I can get a giant board of cheese to stick.
The sun shines for me.
Battle. Perfection. Yeah.
Faster animations. Hello. That changes things.
Little time.
Time's up. Let's do this.
Okay, that was a pretty good outcome for me. I don't know what its attack is. 19. Pretty good. Please don't bring back Ziliax. Because I can't deal with Ziliax. I'm actually going to make a change after this as well. I'm going to put another knick-knack in the decks, just so I can actually potentially draw through my deck. We're just simply not drawing enough cards. Have I caused despair to my opponent? I have caused suitable despair for my opponent. I've achieved the dream, 1-1. I don't care what happens next. The deck's good! 50% win rate right now. Something else I'm missing as well. Just one final check. Because people are running some, like, as I said, they're running Flash of Light in the deck so they can draw another card. Hammer of Wrath has some consideration, but I think I'd prefer just to run another one of these. Even though I've not seen it again, I'll just drop a Mining Casualty. It's a good card, but we're trying to make the Miracle part of it work, so. I will also concede my opponent misplayed, like, heavily. Alright, Druid is probably another big armor gaining, more control-like deck. I don't think I need Grifter. Grifter's in the deck, by the way, because one, the amulet outcomes is deal damage. Okay, I like this. 1, 2. We'll find a 3-play. Grillmaster 4. Druid's another funny, interesting one because I don't know what that deck is, but I think going into the set, people were scared of this Miracle Paladin deck, and people were scared of the OTK Druid deck, and neither of them are performing particularly well right now. Now, I will say I think the OTK Druid deck has more chance of working as the list gets refined. They just need to balance between OTKing people and, you know, surviving the aggression. Whereas I don't think this one will ever work right now. I don't think the set's quite got the right cards for it to pay off. I think next turn I'm Slitherspearing into a button press. Never mind. Actually, I do mind. A Slitherspear on the board when I do the big lynessa play, and I'm probably going to do it in 2 or 3 turns, will go kind of crazy.
We all exist in harmony.
Alright, Druid's having the best opening they can possibly get. What's new?
It's time to raise the stakes.
Repent. To battle!
No swipe, please. No swipes. It's actually fine. But ironically, great result. Can I kill them? Is there an actual world where we do it?
I'll smoke ya.
Probably, but we'll see. I think I'm gonna just go for it.
shines for me.
Pray. Bad prayer. Okay, that's still not the end of the world. Druid normally doesn't have fast answers. 7-10 leaves them. I think I'm willing to make the trade and lose one of these guys. I have Slitherspear hidden. We've got a ton of brews in hand. Ah! Zilliags! Why does it always have to be Zilliax? I can still win from here, I think. Can I, though? Because if I steal it with Grifter, I can't attack. No, I can attack. But if I steal it, I'm only pushing... not enough damage, basically.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifacts? I could.
I didn't get it. I would have had lethal if it weren't for you meddling Zilliax. Oh, played.
You fight with nobility. This is your moment.
I say well played. My opponent played, I think, 3 cards that game. They ramped 2 times. I know, 4 cards. They ramped 2 times, played a card to draw Zilliax, and played Zilliax, and I lose. And there's not a lot I can do about it, is the sad thing.
Urel versus Juin.
I could have gone through the rigmarole of, you know, trading it out via putting Divine Shield and things and denying lifesteal. The problem with that line, though, is that, what's the problem with that line? I mean, the problem with that line is it eventually brings it back anyway, but also I wouldn't be pushing damage still. I don't know. We were just screwed. As soon as I didn't OTK on lynessa, to be fair, actually, I think playing Knick-Knack Shack was also the wrong play. And maybe I should have waited a turn. But it's so hard, like, I feel like if you wait to 8, and they were already on 10 mana crystals, then Unkillix just comes up and it beats my deck on its own. And then in terms of other reasons why I don't think this deck is going to ever work, is if you try and play it as a slow deck, then you lose because Controlled Paladin's not good. It's also really easy to mess up the play because Dirty Rat exists. And if you hit lynessa with Dirty Rat, the deck just loses. There's just so many loss conditions, so few win conditions. Oh cool, Druid is going to get to 10 mana crystals while I'm on 5.
To perfection.
Do I just bomb out a Hand of Adal here? I don't get the duplicate effect on it. I don't think I do. I think I just push the button.
Reporting for duty.
There's also a shout that Holy Cowboy shouldn't be in this deck. Because I think the reason for running that is to discount the hammer. And I've not got the hammer in the deck. I've kind of got it in the deck to make the Miracle combo go better. It's going to happen again. It's going to get Zilliax. This time, though, I'm really not ready for it, so... we are not going to be going for it yet. I'll save the location as well for when I do the miracle turn, so to speak.
Stay alert, my children. Danger days.
Can I wait? Possibly. Not. How? Oh, you just played it for 6, never mind. Sorry, I thought it was at 10 mana crystal. I thought it was at 14, but it isn't. Well, that also kind of ruins me.
Faith reveals the way.
Let's go for it though regardless, because I think I have to.
The sun shines for me.
I literally don't have time.
Don't break it!
Animations! I hate you. At least give me my coin. Oh, come on, I swung. Holy shit. Like, this deck is impossibly hard to play, and then 8 hours of animations of Divine Shields goes off. Maybe that's the real reason this deck isn't performing well. It can work, it's just you don't have time to do it. Anyway, at the very least, Lynessa is somewhat protected. And actually, we're not a million miles away from just killing my opponent. If we get Grifter into damage, the damage is 6, right? That's potentially 12 in Grifter. And then we have 7, 9 on board. Plus more of the Divine Brews. I also wonder if people just concede. They assume when you start going off, you've got the combo.
Time is running out.
So why stay here? I think it's just all F forward. Never mind. Goodbye, Lynessa. If only animations were faster. +1 attack. So, hang on a minute. So I got 1, 2, 3. 3 damage on here. 8, 10. I don't have lethal. Also, if I got that coin and played you. By the way, I should have played this.
A difficult maneuver?
The light dims, but we fight.
Don't break it!
The coin doesn't super matter anymore. Then again, nor does the weapon swing. I might as well save it. And Ziliax won't lifesteal right now, but to be fair, if Ziliax comes up on the board, I'm dead.
I know my strength.
Three, 5. Grifter, if you do damage, we win.
Who could put a price on such powerful artifact? I could.
I can't attack with that right to the face.
Faith reveals the way.
Because they just played it, right? So it has to go back round to their turn again, I think, before I can do it. I'm actually not familiar with that interaction. So if I lose this because I misplayed, I'm sorry. I don't think Hellier is going to matter.
Give them time to get
It's fine. I'll get him eventually. It's still somewhat annoying for my opponent to deal with the Divine Shield as a druid.
Well, looking for a stand-up? Careful, it's against me.
That's a pretty good way, though.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
Ah, play the other weapon! I'm dumb. It doesn't matter, it's over. My opponent isn't going to draw all the plagues every single turn. They'll eventually get onto armor and the button. They'll get the dragon at lifesteals as well at some point, and then that is GG. Alright.
Fight with no fear. This is your moment.
3 games in a row I've lost to Ziliax, I think. Actually, no, one of the games I didn't lose to Ziliax just yet. He was coming, but he hadn't come yet. It's as if this card might be a little bit OP. Maybe not a hot take, but or a hot opinion, so to speak. I think Ziliax is going to get rotated early. I don't think they'll leave that in standard for 2 years. He's way, way too overtuned. And I don't think he can nerf the Unkiliax form. Like, you can't put 1 more mana cost on it, because actually that would buff Taunt Warrior. By the way, we're playing against the same deck again. Can I go up against one of the aggro decks that are running rampant right now? Why is it suddenly only Druid and Warriors queuing up? Am I learning that aggro players like to watch the Olympic opening ceremonies, whereas control players don't? I'm learning more about the psyche of the control player. It might not be controlled, to be fair, but it probably is. Or some sort of value-y deck. Go Zoo.
We all exist in
Ah,
harmony.
who'd have thought it? Summerflower Child. Again, on 5, so to speak. It's happened a lot now.
Battle!
Repent.
Battle!
The only advantage I've got right now is they played Trail Mix rather than one of the ramp cards, so we could still out-aggro them. I could do with jamming a Slitherspear as well at some point. I think that the name of the game here is the Grill Master and then Slitherspear on 5.
It's time to raise the stakes.
And then the lynessa on 6, almost like exclusively, because I can't wait till 7 and 8. Ziliax comes up. Oh, it's Mr. Vista. Oh, he could screw me for a completely different reason. That'll be fun.
I'll smoke ya.
3, 6, 8.
My blood boils.
Much lighter. To perfection.
The rock is also welcome damage. Right, if Slitherspear stays up, unironically, we might win next turn. We've got a lot of good stuff. Just don't have draw, sadly. Well, Hand of Adal is the only draw I've got. But I can cast almost all of the other spells. I'm just going to go for it. If Slitherspear stays up for 100% certain, I'm going for it. And I need to go immediately because I don't have the APM to wait. Come on, Druid, you have no answers to this. You're a slow deck. You definitely don't have a swipe. That's actually not the end of the world. I go for it.
The sun shines for you.
Neither of them want to be played. Ladies and gentlemen, I've done it.
I don't have enough mana.
Fire and blood!
Legitimately for a change as well. Take that, Druid! 2 and 3. I beg of you, Hearthstone. Not a druid for a change.
I fight in the name of honor.
I don't think Grifter is what I want. Grifter's like the emergency, I need 6 damage to kill them.
Nature's blessings upon you.
I salute you.
Good opening. 1 mana 3/2.
Job's done.
Weisner, thank you for subscribing with the Prime.
Old and wise. It is true I am old.
Much appreciated. I don't know why it showed up my feed way before the animation, but it got there eventually.
To battle!
To battle!
Wait. Be smart about your trade.
To battle!
I think I used a location here as well, even though I'm not going to have to play the new card, because I'm probably grill mastering first to get Lynessa. I don't think I ever Lynessa before 5 in most scenarios. That's spooky. Visor, a long-time lurker? That's fine. Honestly, that's a perfectly legitimate way to watch the channel. I really want a grill master here, but it's a pretty good metal detector as well. I get a coin.
Faith reveals the way.
It's time to raise the stakes.
I think this is a bit better for the eventual OTK. I think I just have to ignore Dorian right now. That's honestly not the end of the world either. So I'm looking at Lynessa next turn. I would love a coin if I could generate one. I can't do that, sadly.
The light dims. But we fight. The light dims. But we fight.
Just put up a taunty wall.
Relaxation for all and all.
This is a slow value play as well. It looks bad, and it sort of is, because I don't think I should lynessa next turn even.
On guard.
Next turn, though, we're gonna go crazy. I don't have the Slitherspear this time, which would really, you know, make things go kind of crazy. I just need to hope this isn't, like, godlike. Please don't be Zilliax. Doomkin's not a necessarily bad result. 2 Doomkins is getting pretty bad, though. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Well, I have to go for it, because I'm going to die otherwise. And by go for it, I don't really know what the game plan here is. I guess try and clear the board.
The sun shines for me. You fold.
That's not ideal. Nor is that, for that matter. I also misplayed this. I shouldn't have hit that. Okay, opponent, I think you win. Because I simply don't have... any other great plays. Hurry up! Oh, I just don't have time. Because the animation takes 10 years for me to throw another coin out there and hand of a dial. At the very least, if my opponent can't deal with this, then we can set something else up. Big value with cheese, maybe.
We all exist in harmony.
But they're going to hit Zilliax.
Fight with nobility. This is your moment.
Unlucky. They hit Doomkin on Dorian. Alright, one last game of this. Please give me something that's not a druid or a warrior. I beg of you. Let me see how this deck performs against not a completely disgustingly broken deck. Alright, this is the other disgustingly broken deck, but in the opposite direction. I'm actually intrigued to see how this will do.
I fight in the name of honor.
I think we still lose, but maybe we can lose in a more fun way this time. Or at least we'll lose on turn 4 instead of turn 7.
Package tight for treasure transport.
It's ominous. Do I just burn a coin immediately? I hate to do it, but I think I have to. This thing will kill me. They can't have too fast an answer right now. If they play the 2 mana get 3 1/1s with Rush, at charge even, that's going to take another turn to get up. This is one of the pirates that has to be killed on sight.
They will never catch me.
And maybe we'll get lucky with the miner. Maybe I'll draw the coin this time.
Candle
coin treasure. It's not bad. Not great either, is what I'll say about it, but I can throw it out at some point if I need to. Oh, here come the parachuting pirates. There's actually a realistic issue of this matchup for me that Grillmaster's going to be really hard for me to kill off. And I assume Hoser is coming now. Yeah, we're going to lose on turn 4 or 5. Realistically, possibly 4. Like, I can't deal with this right now. I have to play Grillmaster.
Time to raise the stakes.
I don't have a coin in hand anymore either to start the chain, so I can't play Lynessa on the next turn. Like, it's so close. If I could guarantee that I could live until 6, there's a world where I win.
Welcome to the crew.
Since these have lifesteal as well, so these are 8 lifesteal when I get Lynessa on board. It's just I can't get there to start the...
My turn.
To start the rest of it, yeah, we're dead. Is this actually just lethal? 4, 7, 10, 13, 14. So it's not lethal. It's effectively lethal, though, if you just goes for it. Like, I don't know why you would trade here. There's actually no benefit for you trading right now, Demon Hunter. Yeah, that's the right play. And then I top deck Lynessa. So the different world now is I have to use the Holy Glow Sticks immediately to stay alive. Which is effectively, I lose the game. But we'll see what I can do with this. Two... Yeah, I have to put this up to 5. No, I didn't. Could have done this instead, but it's fine. Order. Order. I'm still taking 7, 8 damage at least.
Welcome to the crew. Trust the pirate's code.
Oh, nice, the trading. The giving me hope. What does this pull out now? It's another Grillmaster, isn't it? Or Grifter, maybe. Grillmaster, cool. Couldn't even give me Grifter. Well, we lose. Because I can't do the combo.
The sun shines for me.
Imagine, though. Alright, don't play Holy Paladin or whatever you want to call it. It is a meme deck. It can't beat any of the aggro decks out there, and it can't beat the control decks. Basically, it has no niche in Hearthstone, so... At least, the only thing I'll say is a positive about this deck, the games last very quickly, because just moving your mouse from the center of the screen to the bottom right corner doesn't take a long time. Anyway, that'll do it for this episode, YouTube. If you enjoyed it, why not leave a like and subscribe? Everyone helps me out. Let's see you next time. Bye!